Hi, Dinos, bro. How are you doing? Yeah, bro. I guess I I'm back. Yeah, I miss you, bro. Feels like a year. But yeah, I'm just praying for this summer to end. Bro, I was around. I was around, just chilling. I actually broke my phone screen. Like I broke my phone screen, so I fixed it, and then after fixing it, I had to, stay low and then recharge, and do a little bit of, yeah. I mean, I was around, like doing nothing, yeah, again, but I'm back, yeah, I'm back, I'm back. I didn't go nowhere though. Okay, how did I break the screen? Is that what you mean? It fell on the ground and then the screen cracked. It wasn't working no more. Where is everybody? I can't wait for September, so we'll do another challenge. September when? Maybe second week in September. We're gonna do another challenge. And then everybody's gonna come on, yeah. Yeah, bro. That was very, very bad. Like that was very bad. I can't even come on and then talk to you guys no more. Like, bro. But yeah, we're gonna be alright. Stormy is beefing somebody on on her page. I don't know who is trying to piss Stormy on. Yeah, if you just joined. My name is Mike Meadows. I'm just here, wanna talk. Anybody wants to talk here, let's have a conversation. Stormy's around. I miss Stormy anyways very much. I miss Stormy so much. I miss everybody, like, yeah, I miss everybody. What have you got going on? Dinos, how has the past week been? How has the past week been? How has school been? How has home been? Have you tried something new? You're tired. Bro, what have you been doing that you're tired? Have you tried a new sport? Have you tried a new workout? Correlata. What's that? Bro, I don't know a lot of things. Is it a game? Or is it a sport? Is it a game on PS5 or something? So, um, while we talk, yeah, if you guys don't want to talk about anything, I have something to tell you guys, yeah. So please stay with me. Okay, virtual game. Let's see VR game. Gorilla Tag. Oh, it must be interesting. Is it interesting? Don't play the victim mentality. Don't play the victim mentality. There are people that make bad decisions and then they want to blame it on their parents. They want to blame it on their friends. They want to blame it on somebody else. They want to blame it on powers or something. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm driving at. Don't play the victim mentality. That is what we are going to talk about today. It's going to be interesting if only you are going to stay with me. Don't play the victim mentality. Okay. So you may not be responsible for everything that happened to you, but you are responsible for what you do with what happened. Your pain can explain your behavior, but it should never become a permanent excuse for it. Somebody can say that I am this way because somebody hurt me. I am this cold because towards ladies because one lady broke my heart. No, bro, don't play the victim mentality. Don't do that. It's a wrong thing to do. For you to become cold because of something somebody did to you. Somebody can say that I'm not dating nobody again. I'm trying to be single for the rest of my life because my heart got broken. Don't play the victim mentality. It's okay if pain happens to you, but it should never become the permanent excuse for it. For whatever that you won't do. Your pain can explain your behavior, but it should never become an excuse for your behavior. Sometimes life is not fair. Some people begin with advantages. Some people begin with disadvantages. Some are given opportunities early, and then others fight. Others fight for their spot. They have to sprout from thorns, and from the grass. They have to fight from the grass. Hi, Jasmine Ramirez. How you doing? It's the first time on here. Yeah, I'm giving a gift to first timers here. So let me know if today's the first time I'm gonna give you a gift. Do you know what that gift is? Yeah, that gift is wisdom nuggets. Yeah, I'm actually gonna gift my first timers wisdom nuggets. Where are you watching me from, Jasmine? So some people are given opportunities early, and there are others that have to fight for every opening. So whichever spot you are on, whether you are on the path that there's opportunities everywhere, or whether you're on the path that you would have to fight for your spot, keep on pressing. Don't play the victim mentality. Some experience betrayal or rejection, failure, poverty, loss, disappointment, abandonment. Nobody gets through life untouched. Don't let anybody lie to you. It is not gonna get easier. It is going to get tougher, bro. You need to become tough. Life is not gonna get easier. Well, since we are growing up, they told us when I was in the university, they told us that when we get to the second level, level 200, our second year, it is going to be easier, bro. They lied to us. It never got easier. Life is never going to be easier. You have to be tougher. You need to gather up yourself, get yourself together, and push through. So there'll be moments that some things are going to happen to you that you didn't even deserve. Like, you don't deserve this pain that you're going through. You don't deserve this heartbreak. You don't deserve this rejection. You talk to people and they're like, bro, just get off my face. You don't deserve this rejection. But there'll be situations you cannot control. Sometimes there are some things that you cannot control. There will be people that will hurt you. There will be doors that will close despite your best effort. Even though you are pushing very hard, even though you are doing your best, you are putting all the effort. Hi, Hashita Show. Bro, I don't know if I can mention your name. Hi. How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing great. It's today your first time. I got a gift for all my first timers here. I got something special. Let me know where you're watching me from, and whether today is your first time. I got something for you. Do you know what? Do you want to know what that is? It's wisdom nuggets. Wisdom nuggets. Yeah, I've got wisdom nuggets for you. So please stay with me. Please listen to me for the next 25 to 30 minutes. I don't know if you can spare me that time. So it's okay to admit that something was unfair. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to be disappointed. Bro, we've all been disappointed. We've all been disappointed before. I remember I wore my best suit. I wore my best tie. I wore my best shoe. I was looking all fly and then I walked to this office, bro. They rejected me, man. I was rejected. It's okay, bro. It's okay to be rejected. It's okay to be disappointed. But there comes a point where you have to make a powerful decision. There's gonna come a point in the life of every person where you are going to make this decision, whether you be defined by what happens to you or you decide what is gonna happen next. There are people that their life is only depicting what has happened to them. What if you are going to be on the other edge? You are not going to be defined by what actually has happened to you. All right, you you are going to decide what is going to happen next. So what happens to me, if it's in my control, I'm cool. If I can do nothing about it, bro, we move. But I'm going to decide what is going to happen next. The next opportunity, I got it at my fingertip, bro. That is the mindset. That is the mentality. That is what you should be thinking about. Know what has happened to you. Know what is past and gone. Don't play the victim mentality. Don't play that cards, bro. That is where the difference begins. A victim mentality is doesn't necessarily mean that nothing bad happened to you. Something may have changed, bro. Something bad can happen to you when every setback becomes somebody's fault. Do you know what a victim mentality does? Everything is somebody's fault. You didn't get an A in your studies, bro. That is my parents' fault. Did your parents write the exams? Yes, they've been distracting you. It is the fault of your friends, bro. Anything that happened to people, they keep on blaming others. The victim mentality, don't play those cards, bro. I failed, I messed up. It is my responsibility to bounce back. It is my responsibility. It's on me because I put myself in that situation. I nearly got sacked from work, bro. It's on me. I had to apologize real quick and then we'll move. But there are people that are always apportioning blames, they are always allocating blames to other people, to everybody but themselves. They are blaming everybody but themselves. Don't be that person. Don't play the victim mentality. Don't do that. Don't blame your parents for 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 your life. Yes, they did their part. Maybe they messed up in a bit or something, but you're here now. You can cause the change. You can put in the work. Everything can happen. It can happen in 6 months. Your life can change real quick in 365 days. In 2 weeks, something can happen. You can put in effort. If if you can go through the bottom of repetition, if you can look stupid in front of the people that you love, if you don't care about the opinion of others, bro, life can change real quick. Life can change real quick. Let's go back to don't play the victim mentality. So those people responsibility becomes uncomfortable for them. The people that are always blaming other people, when you stop asking what can I do now and they continually ask who can I blame, I'm always asking myself, what can I do now? What content can I create now? And not blaming something, not blaming the weather that it's very hot. So I'm blaming the weather. No, bro, it's very hot. So I'm trying to shift the content from fitness to wisdom nuggets, bro. In fact, for you to build muscle, you need to be mentally strong, mentally sound. If you want to build muscle, go and ask anybody that has been to the gym, anybody that has stayed on course, that has been consistent, that has been resilient in the gym during their home workouts. You need to be emotionally intelligent. You need to be strong emotionally, bro. You need to avoid drama. You need to avoid being dramatic. So what can I do now? And continually ask, who can I blame? These people, they are always asking who they can blame. That mindset can quietly turn temporary pain into permanent prison. Who can I blame? Who can I blame? Somebody stole my money. Who can I blame? I'm going to blame the president. If they're not blaming the president, they are blaming their parents. If they're not blaming their parents, they are blaming their bosses. If they're not blaming their bosses, they are blaming their peers. They are blaming their spouse. They are blaming their wife. They are blaming their kids. And you are not taking any responsibility. Don't play the victim mentality. That is when you ask yourself, who can I blame, not what can I do to change this. People are trying to change their life. Others are looking for who to blame. Others are looking for who to blame. Somebody is 42 years, but he's still blaming their parents at age 42, at age 25, at age 30. You're still blaming your parents, bro. Then life is going to be really hard. It's going to be really tough if you are still blaming people. If you're still playing the blame game, you're still doing the blame game, bro. It is going to turn temporary pain into permanent prison. So you can see that there are people that their mindsets are already imprisoned. Like they've already accepted mediocrity. They've accepted mediocrity. That is why, who said that? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. It was Bob Marley that said that. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Bro, if you don't get out of your mind, it is going to really harm you. It is going to really harm you. So the victim mentality is a pattern of thinking in which a person consistently sees themselves as powerless against circumstances, other people, or life itself. So it can sound like nothing ever works for me. Bro, nothing ever works for me. Somebody can say this to themselves, and nothing ever works for me. Whatever thing that I start, I can't do it. I can't do anything. My life is a mess. I'm at the bottomless pit. Bro, if you are saying those words, that is the victim mentality. You are playing the victim mentality, and that won't help you. What do you mean nothing ever works for you? How many things have you tried and failed? How many things have you tried and stopped? How many things have you pushed through for 200 days? How many things have you done for 90 days non-stop? And then you're claiming that nothing works for me. Nothing works for me. There are people like that. Nothing works for me. Everybody is against me, bro. Everybody is against me. I can't succeed because of what happened. Because, oh boy, because of what happened to me, I can't succeed. I can't make money. I can't, I can't prosper. It is always somebody else's fault. There's nothing I can do. These are the words of the victim mentality. There's nothing I can do. People like me never get opportunities. What the hell? What the heck? People like me never get opportunities. What kind of statement is that? People like me are demanded in rooms. I command rooms. I enter rooms and I command their attention. People like me get bigger opportunities. This is what you should be saying. This is what you should be professing. So the problem is believing that hardship has permanently removed your ability to respond. There is a major difference between saying that something difficult has happened to me and saying because something difficult happened to me, I have no control over my life. The first is reality, the second is surrender. Yes, reality, something bad happened to me. But for you to try to kill it and make it sound like you are the victim, Somebody raped me. So this, bro. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry you were molested. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. But if you can get past that, trust me, you have no idea how life can get, how better your life can get. You have no idea. So don't confuse pain with powerlessness. Don't confuse pain with powerlessness. Pain, yes, you are going through pain. It is obvious. It is tangible. We all can see that you are going through pain. But that doesn't mean you are powerless. That doesn't mean that nothing is ever going to work out with you. It is okay. Yeah, we know you are going through pain. We know something bad happened to you. We know you invested all your money in a business, and then your business partner messed up your life. We know that. That doesn't mean you can bounce back again. The same way you started, you can do it again. You can roll it up. You can roll up your sleeves and go. Bro, trauma can be real. I don't know why this phone keeps on getting hot. Failure can be real. Injustice can be real. But none of these automatically mean you're powerless forever. Injustice. When you have a point and you're not even heard, do you know how painful that is? When um you didn't, it is not that bad, and people are trying to exaggerate your actions, your inactions, your flaws. When people try to exaggerate your flaws, you know how painful that is. But none of these automatically mean that you are powerless forever. You can be hurt and still rebuild. You can be disappointed and still continue. You can be you can be rejected and still improve. You can lose and still learn, bro. You can fall and still stand up again. You can fall to your feet and still rise up again. You can fall down 7 times. You can fall down 1,000,000 times. You can fail. It was Michael Jordan that said, let me show you what Michael Jordan said. Michael Jordan said that I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. This is Michael Jordan talking. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. Do you know what it means to miss a penalty? There's a football match and then you miss a penalty. Bro, that is a game winning opportunity and then you miss it. Everybody puts their trust in you and then you miss it. Do you know how painful that is? Do you know the trauma behind that? I failed over and over and over and over again. This is Michael Jordan, and that is why I succeed. I love this so much. I have failed over and over and over again, but that is not the reason why I'm gonna fail. This is the reason why I succeed, because I have embraced failure, because I've learned how to fail forward. I've learned how to come out of failure. I didn't make failure my enemy. I made failure my friend. I learned from failure. Failure taught me a lot of lessons. Michael Jordan is talking. He says he has missed 9,000 shots. Do you know? But I'm talking about one of the greats, one of the greatest of all times when it comes to basketball, Michael Jordan. Look at his sneakers. Look at his clothing line. His sneakers. Bro. But once upon a time, he went through the pain of trauma. He missed a shot that was going to make them win the game. I want you to get the magnitude, what I'm talking about. I want you to understand. Put your shoes in that of Michael Jordan. Let's assume you are in a team, you are in a basketball team, And then football is 90 minutes. I don't know how many minutes basketball, but let's see on the 90th minute, on the extra time, there is a penalty, and then you are given the opportunity. The coach chooses you to play that shot, and then you bounce, and then you miss. Everybody is expecting you to win. Everybody was expecting you to win, but you missed it. That pain is real. That pain is real, but you can still rebuild, even though you missed final minute shots, even though you let your coach down, even though you let your colleagues down, you can still rebuild again. You can still rebuild again. You can still rebuild again. I showed you guys my old picture. Those days in the university, bro, I was very slim, man. But you can rebuild again. You can rebuild again. You can rebuild again. I don't care what pain you've been through. I don't care who says what. I don't care what opinions people are thinking. I had opinions too. Those who have dominion don't care. They shouldn't worry themselves about opinions. If you want dominion, forget about opinions. To hell with opinions, bro. Right now, when an idea gets into my head, bro, I'm doing it. I don't care what people are gonna say. Forget about what people are gonna say, man. Forget about what people are gonna say. Forget about what who is gonna say what, bro. Michael Jordan said he missed 9,000 shots in his entire career. 9,000. How many times have you missed? How many failures have you seen? How many times did you try something and it didn't work out that you are concluding? Have you done it for 9,000 times? You're trying to start a YouTube channel, it's not working. Have you created 9,000 YouTube channels and done 9,000 videos? Definitely one video is gonna blow up. One video is gonna give you that recognition, and they are gonna go back to all your videos and they are gonna resonate because of that one video that brought them to your page. How many times have you failed, bro? How many times? As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Michael, how many times have you failed? How many YouTube channels that you think you can make it here? People have been banned, they create again, they ban them, 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 and then eventually they hit 1 million subscribers. That is it. If you are able to push through 9,000 shots missed, he could have said that, bro, I'm not gonna shoot again. I'm not gonna shoot any shots again. I'm not gonna shoot again. Because how can I miss now 9,000 shots and still be playing, still be on the field? You must be tough. You must have a tough mentality. You must have a tough skin. You must have a different set of mindset. You must be a different being. Not the average individual. The average individual will just do two. Will just fail twice. Will just fail 3 times. Will just fail 10 times. But Michael Jordan missed 9,000 shots. 9,000 shots. So, bro, don't give me the excuse that it's not working out. It's not working for me. Bro, how many times have you tried, man? Michael, how many times have you tried? I'm talking to me. How many live sessions have you been? How many YouTube live sessions have you streamed? And then you think people are not coming on? Have you streamed for 9,000 days? Have you streamed for 9,000 hours? Have you streamed for 9,000 times? When did I start streaming? I started streaming in July. June. I started streaming in June. June ending for about 8 days, 5 to 8 days. And then we started in July, we continued in July, the whole month of July streamed. So 31, 30 plus 8 or 30 plus 5, that is 50 attempts. You can't conclude on 50 failures. Bro, Michael Jordan missed 9,000 shots. Have you done it for the 9,000th time? Have you done it for the 500th time? And then you're concluding that things are not working for me. It's so hard. It's so hard, bro. It's so hard. It's so hard. Have you been to the UAE? Go to the desert. People are working in the sun. And they are making ends meet at home. They are doing something at home. They are building projects with the same construction that somebody is complaining. That same company that somebody is complaining. Another person is doing marvelous things with it, with that same small amount of money. What then is the difference? Priorities, decisions, character. That is the difference between the complainer and the one that is a go-getter. The complainer is always complaining, bro. Why is this happening to me? Why am I yawning? That is a complainer. But a go-getter doesn't care if it's yawning on live, bro. I'll just get off the camera a little bit and I'm gonna come back and talk, see what I gotta say, man. I'm gonna come back and see my stuff. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Let's go back to don't play the victim mentality. So the victim mentality is going to weaken your personal initiative. You are not going to do anything with yourself, with your life. Your personal initiative is going to be broken. It's going to be weakened. So you constantly believe that nothing is within your control. You stop trying. Why would you work harder if you believe nothing will change? Who's going to do that? Nobody's going to do that. I'm not going to work hard if I believe nothing is going to change. There's nobody on YouTube now, but I'm still talking because I know people will watch it afterwards. Somebody might stumble on this video and their life is going to be greatly blessed. That person is going to be fired up. That person is going to be inspired. But if I stopped because there's nobody watching now, and I got broken, I got disappointed, I said, no, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Why will you work harder if you believe nothing will change? Why will you apply if you already believe you'll be rejected? Bro, you're gonna stop applying. Why will you improve if you believe your circumstances will always defeat you? Eventually, the helplessness is going to become a habit. It's going to become something that you like doing, that you fancy doing. You're helpless. You like it has become a habit. So the victim mentality is going to make you create emotional dependence. Some people need others to validate their pain, bro. Some people need people to agree with them so that their life treated you unfairly. People need someone to confirm that they were right, whether I'm right or wrong. I don't need any confirmation from nobody. Some people become dependent on sympathy, but sympathy cannot build your future, bro. At some point, you need more than comfort. You need movement. You don't need comfort. What you need is movement, momentum. What you need is the goal, the charge to push, to keep going. That is all you need, bro. That is all you need. You're gonna get off in 20 minutes, 15 minutes. What is gonna happen to you if you continue playing the victim mentality, it is going to damage your relationships. So you are always blaming people, and bro, your constant blame can exhaust the people around you. Nobody wants to feel like they are permanently responsible for another person's emotional state. Feeling bad and then they are complaining, I made you feel bad, bro. You must be able to say that I was wrong. You must be able to admit your flaws. I could have done better. Could have handled it better. I need to change. Those sentences are not a sign of weakness. They are not signs of weakness. They are signs of maturity. Bro, maturity is gonna make you apologize. Do you know the number of relationships that could have stayed, that could have gotten to the happiest endings, that could have lasted forever if one of the spouses said thank you, if one of them said please forgive me, if one of them said I'm sorry. Do you know what would have happened? You have no idea. The kind of relationships that could have been saved because one person refused to let pride, to let bad character get in the way of the relationships. Of the relationship, sorry. If one person was able to calm down a little bit, that conversation could have ended. That contract could have been signed. You could have signed that big deal. But the two of you feel big. Everybody is a big boy. Everybody don't give a damn what's gonna happen, man. They don't care. The aftermath, the effect. But if you actually cared, if you said please, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. If you actually said that I'm sorry for the inconvenience, please, I'm sorry. Please, thank you. Please, you're welcome. Please. It doesn't change the color of your attire. It doesn't change your skin. It doesn't change your aura. It doesn't change anything. Please, thank you. I'm sorry. It doesn't change anything. What it actually does is that it shows that you are matured. It shows that you are emotionally intelligent. When I talk about maturity, I'm not talking about age, bro. You can be 8 years. I've heard an 8 years talk. I've seen a 15 years talk, and then I've seen a 42 years talking like a 3 years kid. No wisdom, just gray hair, gray hair. Don't have gray hair, have wisdom, bro. When I'm talking about maturity, I'm not talking about age. I'm not talking about your beard, bro. This is nothing. This is nothing without wisdom. If you have beard and there's nothing in your head, bro, nothing in your brains, bro, then it's gonna be hard, man. I was having a conversation yesterday with a little girl, and she's 18, 19. She's she wants to start a business. I said, bro, this is the I love conversations like this. I was giving her the roadmap. I was giving her the guidelines. We calculated the profit, the principal, the capital. We calculated. We did that maths. Bro, let's do the maths. When we put in this, what will we get? I love conversations like that. Sorry. So these sentences I need to change. I am sorry. I was wrong. I could have handled that better. They are sentences that are not signs of weakness. They are signs of maturity. And like I said, maturity is not age, bro. It's not in age. You can become a parent and not be matured. You can be a father and not be matured. Hi, how you doing? You can be a grown ass man and then still talk like a kid. I said I've seen a 42-year-old. I personally know somebody that's about 40 years and they're always complaining. They are talking like a little baby. A 12 years child won't say those words. That the 42-year-old will say. I will let you know that wisdom, maturity, are two different things. How are you doing, bro? Sis, friend, dear, mom, madam. It's been a while. I miss you though. So it's gonna turn setback into maturity, into identity. When you play the victim mentality, it's gonna turn your setback into identity, bro. There are some people whose whose setbacks, one failure becomes I am a failure. One rejection becomes nobody wants me. Just one failure. I am a failure. What do you mean you're a failure? I told you about Michael Jordan. He failed 9,000 times. He missed 9,000 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 2,000, 2001, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 shots. That is the amount, the magnitude of the misses, the failures. And you just encounter one failure and you see your life is a failure, bro. You encounter just one rejection and then you say nobody wants me. What do you mean nobody wants you? How many people have you spoken to? Nah, bro. Not gonna work out today. Today we are working our mind. We are working on our minds. In fact, for the month of August, um, it's very hot outside here in the UAE. It's very hot. The temperature is very hot. So we are trying to work on our minds. And then in September, when the degrees goes down, we'll start working out. All right. I hope that is okay. I hope you are not mad at me. I hope you are not. You don't want to fight me. But I'm gonna be dropping push up. Yeah, there's a push up tutorials. You can do that at home indoors. You understand? Yeah. While we wait for September, and then we can't just wait like that. Yeah. We have to while we are waiting, we need to get stuff in place. We need to put things in place. All right. So the victim mentality is gonna keep you stuck in the past. We are in 2026, but you can imagine, you will not believe, that there are people that are still in 2000, that are still in the 1900s. Meanwhile, we are in 2026. Life has gone fast ahead of them. They are stuck in the past. They're always blaming people. They're always thinking about what happened yesterday. Bro, forget about yesterday. Let's focus on today. Yesterday is gone. Yeah, we can do nothing about it. What we can do is we can change some things today. We can put some things in place today and make some things work today, not yesterday. We can put things in place today. I want to read a quote and then we'll end it in 10 minutes. Wow, I love this. Your circumstances that deserve honesty, but your future deserves responsibility. It is true that right now you are in pain. Right now your heart is broken. It is true. Yeah, we are being honest. Your circumstances deserve honesty. But do you know what your future needs? Your future, it needs your responsibility. It needs you to become the man that you are. It needs you to become the strong woman that you are. It needs you to become that tough lady that you are. Your future needs your responsibility. But yeah, what you need now, your now needs honesty, bro. You can't run away from your pain. It is true. When you are cut, blood is gonna come out. It's obvious. You must be honest that you are bleeding. You are bleeding. There is blood. There's blood. You need to be honest. But your future doesn't need honesty. Your future needs responsibility. Your future needs you to put in the work. To put in the work. That is what your future needs. Not just honesty. They need you to put in the work. I love this. Pain may visit your story. Don't give it ownership of the entire book. Pain can visit your story, but don't let pain be so full in your book. Pain can visit your story, but you can let pain only be in chapter 1 and then move on to chapter 2 of your life. Chapter 2 of your story, bro. Don't let pain own the entire book. Don't let pain own the entire book. It can only be in a chapter. You cannot control every event, but you can refuse to surrender your response. This is cool. I love this. Don't turn your wounds into reasons to stop becoming. Don't turn your wounds. Let your scars actually become the reason why you want to become. You want to break mediocrity. Let your scars become the reason why you want to push through the pain. Don't let your wounds become the reason why they are going to stop you from becoming that. Okay, I tried it before and I failed, so I'm not going to try it again. No, no, that is a wrong thing to do. I wanted to do it, but it didn't work out, so I'm not going to do it again. No, bro, put in the work. Do it again. Do it again. Don't let your wounds stop you. Don't let your wounds become the reason that you don't become. You don't need to deny what happened. You need to decide what happens next, bro. We all know what happened. We all know the guy broke your heart. You can't deny what happened. But what you can decide is what is going to happen next. What next? I'm going to pick my pieces together. I'm going to pick myself together. Yeah, I'm going to pick myself together. Thank you. I'm going to pick myself together. I didn't know you were on because I can see nobody here. I don't know, maybe it's the network or something. I thought I'm talking to myself. I know people are gonna watch it later. I don't know, like you don't need to deny what happened. You don't need thank you so much for staying here. You don't need to deny what happened. You don't need to deny it, bro. You don't need to deny it. You can't deny it. It's obvious. Everybody knows you went through pain. Everybody knows you failed in your exams. But what you can do is that you can study hard and pass your next exams. You can decide what is going to happen next. We all know you you sing boat. You didn't win the race, the 100-meter race. We all know you didn't win a race. But you can go and start training. Train like you're crazy and then decide your next race. You can decide what can happen next. What has happened already, you can't do anything about it. It is obvious. You messed up, bro. But you're still gonna stay in that mess. Or you're gonna get yourself together. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm actually talking to myself too. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Bro, I'm gonna get myself together. You're more than the worst thing that happened to you. Your history can influence you without honest. Trying to make decisions tomorrow. Wow, I love this. The strongest response to adversity is not endless explanation. It is meaningful reconstruction. People want to explain. Oh boy. Have this friend. He's always explaining. He's always explaining. He's always explaining. What do you want to explain, bro? You don't need no explanation. Just keep on going. What do you want to explain? I'm trying to explain why I don't have 500 subscribers yet. I'm trying to explain why I don't have 4,000 watch hours yet. Bro, just keep going. Just keep on going. Keep pushing. Keep reconstructing. The strongest response to adversity is not endless explanation. Not just endless explanation, bro. It is meaningful reconstruction. Meaningful. Yeah, I'm sending you same right back, alright? Yeah. Not just endless explanation, but you can reconstruct that life. You can get your stuff together. You can get yourself together. Yeah. So when life is actually unfair, this message is not saying that everyone has equal circumstances. No, the challenges might be different from mine. Some people experience genuine injustice. Some people are mistreated. Some people face barriers that they never created. Some wounds require time, support, professional help, or meaningful intervention. Bro, taking responsibility does not mean tolerating abuse. Don't tolerate it. Just take responsibility. Don't remain around harmful people. Get off that circle that is always being harmful, bro. They are harming your mental health. They are, they are, they are, they are harming your growth. The circle is always talking about mediocrity. They always want to stay small. They are not talking about big dreams, bro. You can get off that circle, man. Unapologetically. It means refusing to let what happened remove your ability to make choices about what happens next. So sometimes responsibility looks like leaving, bro. Just leave that relationship. It is stressing you out. Leave. I don't care how much you've invested. Just leave. If you feel you're stressing, it's stressing you out. This guy keeps on stressing you. You are always out of your mind. You don't know what to do. Relationship is supposed to be sweet, but you are going through bitterness. Like sometimes responsibility is leaving. That is what sometimes it's going to look like. Sometimes it's going to look like you're asking for us. It's going to look like you're setting a boundary. Bro, sometimes you can end it. You can end it. Don't prolong the pain. Don't prolong the mistreatment. Don't prolong it. You can end it right real quick. Give them grace period. See whether they are going to change. If they are still not changing, eventually some people will never change. That is who they are. That is who they've accepted in their subconscious, that they will never change. They are going to be this horrible. They're going to be this horrible. So what do? Just leave, bro. Yeah, facts. Real talk, bro. They are not gonna change. I know this. I used to work. I was working as an intern in a company, and then there's this lady that comes to work. No matter what's going on, no matter the pressure, she's going to eat before she starts working. She has been saying it point blank that she won't change. This is who she is. She will eat whether there is pressure, whether her boss wants to fly over the roof, whatever. She doesn't care who says what. She's gonna take her breakfast before she starts working. That is who she is. That is who she is. And your spouse can also behave same, that no matter what happens, bro, there can be pressure upon pressure. She doesn't care, bro. That is who she is. She will eat before she will start working. She won't change. Maybe what if this guy is not willing to change? Are you willing to sacrifice everything, your whole life, for somebody that's not willing to change, that's not willing to build a future with you? Nah, bro. You can do better. Take responsibility. Sometimes responsibility is leaving the conversation, just cutting it off with "I'm sorry." That's all, bro. I nearly got into a fight. When was that? 2 days ago. I just said, "I'm sorry, bro. That guy can't beat me. I can break his nose, but I'm sorry. It's gonna end everything. Okay, okay, it's cool. Let's end it, bro. Let's end it. It is gonna save police case. It's gonna save you from going to prison. What if I got angry and then I broke the nose, or I just I just punched him in the eye? That is assault, bro. You can go to jail because you were angry, because you refused to take responsibility, because you refused to be emotionally intelligent. You can get yourself in a mess. I know somebody that got himself in a fight and then the person died, the opponent died. Now they are in prison for murder, for murdering somebody. They're in prison for murder. That person was literally being a pain in the ass, but because they couldn't manage their emotions, because they weren't emotionally intelligent, they didn't know that this one, bro. Some people can get on your nerves. Yeah, I'm working on myself, man. I'm trying to better myself every day. I'm trying to get better, improve every day. I'm trying to work on my heart. I'm working on my heart. I'm working on my heart. I'm one of the coolest guys you ever meet, bro. I don't care what you bring. I watched the video. A guy was in a McLaren, and then one guy was standing, and then he was just pouring water on the guy in the McLaren. Some people have nothing to lose. They don't care what happens. If things go south, they can survive in prison. What about you, bro? What about you? Can you survive in prison? You've got a whole lot to lose. You have a reputation to take care of. You have a future you are building. I can go to prison now, man, for assault. No, bro, I'm not gonna throw any fist. We are not training, we are not building muscle to go and fight, to go and beat people, to go and bully. No, it is for flex. It is for it is to have, you know, to get yourself in that state mentally, to increase the aura. Bro, I'm training to increase my aura. This muscles is not for bullying people. Bro, we are reducing. I'm gonna get them big. It's not for bullying people. No, it is for aura. You know what aura is? It is for aura. It is to get my head, to get through stuff. I'm training to get my health right, not to fight. I'm training to be fit physically, to be fit, so that when I'm old, when you're 60 years, I saw a guy that was 60, 80 years, very handsome, very beautiful woman. Do you know why? Because during their youthful ages, they were working, they were exercising, they were doing all of this, bro. We won't stop, man. We won't stop. Come on, man. We did 30 days, 200 push-ups for 30 days. We won't stop, man. We won't stop. If we are not doing it, then there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a tangible reason. I've tried, then it means I've tried all possible means, and I'd have to lay low and then strike again. That doesn't mean that we are stopping. No, bro. In September, we are doing another challenge. October, we are doing another challenge. November, we are doing another challenge. Even in December, bro, we are doing another challenge. you and I, if the Lord tarries, bro, we will get to witness it. We will get to witness it. We will get to witness it. We are gonna put in the work. We won't stop. No, we won't blame nobody for actions. We won't blame nobody. Yeah, bro, we won't stop. We're going to put in the work. We're going to put in the work. If I got a word for somebody, I wanna come on live. I've got something prepared up. I wanna come on live, bro. I'm gonna come on live. I won't stop that. People don't come on soon. Nah, bro. You don't know. You don't know who will be blessed. You don't know who is gonna be impacted. If you're able to impact one person, if you are able to inspire just one person, that is growth. If you are able to inspire just one person, that is improvement. That is a win. That is a win, bro. And so, bro, I've been talking for 61 minutes now. Yeah. I'm gonna end it in 5 minutes. I'm gonna end it in 10 minutes. Hope I'm gonna see you tomorrow. 5137. What's your name? 5137. I wanna know your name. Tell me your name. What's your name? So let me end it. You cannot choose every chapter the life gives you. Every chapter this life is going to give you. It's my ending. I'm ending with this. You cannot choose. You cannot choose every chapter. Some chapters are going to be bitter. Some are going to be sweet. Some are going to be sour. But you can choose how you're going to approach the next page. Maybe it contains mistakes. Maybe it contains losses. Maybe there are things you wish that had never happened. Do not erase them. Learn from them. But don't build your permanent home inside them. You have a future that still requires your attention. There are decisions waiting for you. There are opportunities you have not yet encountered. There are doors waiting for you to enter. You have no idea. There are skills you have not yet mastered. There are places you have not yet reached. There are versions of yourself that you have not met yet. I didn't know I could resist people emotionally. I didn't know I could manage my character until these things, bro. Until people started pushing me to the edge. Yeah, you should catch the next live. You'll love it, bro. You'll be inspired so greatly. Do not let yesterday convince you that tomorrow has nothing to offer. There are people that have been convinced they have ruled themselves out of life that tomorrow has nothing for me. Bro, don't be that person. Stand up, take responsibility, take your power back. Stop waiting for sympathy. Become the strategy. Become your strategy. Stop waiting for sympathy. People are waiting for sympathy. People are waiting for people to sympathize with them, bro. I didn't know. I don't need no babysitting. I don't need nobody to sympathize with me. I am building a strategy. What I'm doing is that I'm devising a strategy, a way out. Stop turning every obstacle into an identity. Stop explaining why you cannot and start discovering what you can. Because eventually, the most important question will not be what happened to you. It will be what did you do? What did you decide to do with what happened? The most important question won't be what happened to you. Yeah, we all know something happened to you. But what we are going to ask you next is that what did you decide to do with what happened to you, with what you went through? And your answer should be reflected not merely in your words, but in the life that you're going to build afterwards. Don't play the victim mentality, bro. Acknowledge what happened. Learn what it taught you. Learn what it taught you. Take responsibility for what you can control. And then move, bro. Your past may be part of your story, but it does not get to write the ending. Your past may be part of your story, but your past shouldn't write the ending. Your past shouldn't write the ending. Your past is not an author, bro. It shouldn't write the ending. It can be a part of the story that once upon a time I was this, I was that. I used to beg for bread. I used to sleep on a cold floor. I used to do this. That is going to be your past. But it shouldn't be part of the ending of your story. No, bro. Past is far away, man. Our past it is only bringing inspiration. What we are taking from our past is only motivation, it's only inspiration. What we are taking from our past is learning from our mistakes and nothing else. We're not dragging ourselves back into our past. No, bro. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. And yeah, I wanna end the life. Yeah. So I hope I'm gonna see you tomorrow. You didn't tell me your name. That's okay. That's okay. My name is Mag Meadows. If if you're gonna watch this, if you've watched this up to this state, you're my real G. You're the reason why I keep going. I love you guys so much. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I hope this is gonna bless you. I hope you resonate with this. I hope this is gonna influence one or two decisions about your life. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. I love you. Peace. I'm out.